The other thing people tended to know was that 5 weeks before, during his inauguration as vice president, he'd been dead drunk, which was not so good. It's sort of an amazing story, or a totally amazing story. He was a hard-drinking guy, but lots of Americans were in the 1860s. The water wasn't that good. And he had been celebrating the night before, and he had a lot to celebrate. This was a big day. And he got up the next morning not feeling very well, and he seems to have had an attack of nerves. And when he got to the Capitol, he asked for a stimulant, which was the term that was used at the time. And so he poured himself 3 tumblers of whiskey. Now, they don't say how big the tumblers were, but it's not a shot. And he walked out and gave a just thoroughly humiliating and degrading speech. He ranted, he screamed, he whispered. He called on each cabinet secretary by name until he ran into the few whose names he couldn't come up with. It really put him in a terrible light. And he actually left town for several weeks and sort of recuperated and dried out at a local estate. And it was a terrific black mark for him because through his presidency, and he was president for almost 4 years, in a time of great controversy, it was not uncommon for people simply to say, oh, well, Andy's drinking again, which is not a good thing for a president to have in the repertoire of responses to his policy initiatives.